Just sing that note, say peace.
Peace.
Yeah. So I want you to sing this first couple lines again. And what I'd love to hear a little bit more of is just a little bit more of that rise and fall. Like start the softer parts a little bit breathier. Peace. Bring it all to peace. Kind of lean into the tone, meaning get rid of a little bit of that breathiness and then bring it back. Peace. Bring it all to peace. Just try even that line.
Peace. Bring it all to peace.
Yep, and even pull that. It's so tempting because you have so much. You're gonna when she goes up a little bit higher in your inner voice, you'll hear how much tone Jessica has. You have so much power. It's so tempting to give it away too soon, right? But just peace, peace. So quiet.
Peace.
We didn't even hear it the first time.
It's either all or nothing.
Peace. Bring it all to peace.
Peace. Bring it all to peace.
I love that. The storm surrounding me. See that one?
Storm surrounding me.
Keep going.
Let it rain.
Yeah.
Add your name still.
And then that note is just still, still. Call the sea to still.
Still. Call the sea to still.
I love that. And that's so like that reflects the lyrics so well too, right? Just that still. It's not still call the sea to still, right? It's just still call the sea to still. So we have this like lean back, lean in, lean back, still call the sea to still, rage in me to still. Just try those two lines.
Still call the sea to still.
Yes.
Rage in me to still. Every way. Add your name.
I loved that. Do you guys love that? I love that. That all of a sudden had this rise and fall, this dynamic, this journey. Like even in like, I don't know what that is, like 4 or 5, 6 lines. We're not even very far in the song and we've already got this little journey, but you also still have so much more to give, right? There's so many more levels we can take this, right? Okay, and then in this chorus, I want the leaning in to be on the Jesus, Jesus, you make the darkness tremble, Jesus, Jesus. Lean in, lean back. And that zus is like almost non-existent. Almost like meaning almost not on a note. Jesus, Jesus, you make the darkness tremble. Go for it.
Jesus, Jesus, you make the darkness tremble. Jesus, Jesus, you silence fear.
Yeah, keep going.
Oh, Jesus, Jesus, you make the darkness tremble. Jesus, Jesus.
Yeah, and make that you make the darkness tremble line really vibey. You make the darkness tremble. Grab a hold of that B on tremble. You make the darkness tremble.
You make the darkness tremble.
Love it. Tremble, bo, bo. Yeah, like so the mouth is not tremble. You make the darkness tremble.
You make the darkness tremble.
Love that. Jesus, Jesus.
Jesus, Jesus.
Yeah, so what we're doing is just like this, it's like we're pushing a little bit more breath through at times to get a little bit more tone, right? And we're putting a little bit more grip, a little bit more healthy tension on the vocal cords, the vocal muscles, to get a little bit more of that volume, just kind of leaning in and out, right? Just go, Jesus, kind of crescendo there.
Jesus.
Yeah, go. Yes. Yes, go. Jesus, Jesus.
Jesus, Jesus.
Yeah, I love it. How's that feel? Sounds really, really nice. And the thing is, there's not there's not an exact way to do this. The way I did it, the way you did it, that's not like the ultimate way. That's not the best way. It's just a way to do it. And you can kind of lean in and lean out on in many different places in these verses and chorus, and it wouldn't be right or wrong, right? It's just kind of like adding that dynamic journey in just makes such a big difference. We're going to move on to the higher part, but any thoughts about that? Any questions?
No, I do feel like it's kind of you're letting yourself go a little bit more than trying to control it. You're kind of like falling into the song.
Absolutely.
For me, at least.
Absolutely. And it's like, it's so subtle, actually. It's not like, whoa, she's so much, she's so much quieter in parts and so much, so much more dynamic. No, it's so subtle. Mm-hmm. But it makes such a huge difference. For something so small, it makes such a big difference to how it's communicated, right? Even not still, but still, call the sea to still, right? Mm-hmm. Love that. Until and if I do a song tutorial on this is what you guys can work on, is keeping that mouth shape open. Say your name.
Your name
is a light.
Is a light.
So it's not your name is a light. It's your name is a light.
Yeah. Your name is a light
that the shadows can't deny.
That the shadows can't deny.
Yeah. Can't deny.
Can't deny.
Your name cannot be overcome.
Cannot be overcome.
Yeah. So your name is light. Go for it.
Your name is a light that the shadows can't deny. Your name cannot be overcome.
There it is. Beautiful. Now, Jesus, Jesus. J-I-H. J-I-H. Not G. Jesus, Jesus, you make the darkness tremble.
Jesus, Jesus, you make the darkness tremble. Jesus, Jesus, you silence Pharaoh. Jesus, Jesus, you make the darkness tremble. Jesus, Jesus.
Yes. Now, I love that so much. There's so much freedom there. Now, when you go up on the Jesus, try not to let it go back to, let it go forward into the fringe. So it has that brightness. Jesus, Jesus. One more time.
Jesus, Jesus.
Better. And you can work on that. But it's this difference of not going back. The resonance in the back of the throat, it gets all tense, but the resonance tilting forward into the pharyngeal resonator. It has that brightness, right? Now, just for fun, go, Jesus, Jesus.
Jesus.
Okay,
Jesus,
now.
Jesus, you make the darkness tremble.
Yes. Now, don't freak out because it's a higher key. You can do this. You have to keep the same technique. J-I-H, not G-E-J-E-E. Jesus, Jesus. Just say that.
Jesus, Jesus.
Yeah. Jesus, Jesus.
Jesus, Jesus.
Oh, drop the jaw. Jesus, Jesus.
Jesus, Jesus.
You make the darkness tremble.
You make
Yes. Say, you make the darkness tremble.
You make the darkness tremble.
Yes, it feels crazy. I say it like that, but we're keeping the mouth shape as consistent as possible. You make the darkness tremble.
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 Oh, that was so good. Jesus, and this time, now that you've found the freedom, it doesn't have to be all like, oh, I'm holding on for dear life anymore, right? We can actually do that thing that we did in the lower key where we were kind of leaning into the Jesus. It's not Jesus, just not shouting it, right? It's Jesus, Jesus, you make the darkness tremble. Go for it.
Jesus, Jesus, you make the darkness tremble. Jesus, Jesus, you silence fear.
Yeah, yes, yes. And that fear has to sound enough like fear, but still be that open IH. Silence fear, fear. Just say fear. Yeah, so it's like F-I-H, and at the very last second, we kind of close it on the E. Fear! Fear!
Fear!
That's it.
Fear!
That's it. That's it. Do you feel that?
Mm-hmm.
So much better. Ours, that's a really difficult word to sing up high. So don't feel bad if your voice cracks on that word. Because it's the combination of the E vowel, which the mouth wants to close on that and get all tense, and an R. Even if you just say R, just say that. And feel how the mouth kind of closes on that. Now say everything gets like tense. Just try that. Feel how it's like all closed in there? Fear. Just say fear.
Fear.
Right?
Fear.
Yeah. So the sooner you close on that R on the word, the more likely your voice is going to crack and break. You silence fear. Right?
Yeah.
So keep it open. You silence fear. You silence fear. Right? I'm closing it at the very last second. Just try that.
You silence fear.
Oh, so good. Exactly.